Hey guys, it's Maria. Well, apparently I figured out some things in OBS. Hopefully I did this correctly so that way the gods of YouTube will leave me alone and they'll actually let me do this. Um, Apparently there's a button called Scene Collection, and if you want to start fresh with a new scene, like a new scene altogether, you just go into the scene collection and click new. Or if you want to duplicate it, you can do that. I did not know that until tonight when I started messing with it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try reacting to "Something Happened on the Way to Heaven" by Phil Collins. I know him again. Oh, how dreadful. But his music videos are pretty funny, or a lot of them are pretty funny. So I thought there would be more for me to react to. I'm not going to respond to the lyric because I've already done that in the album review and, when I released the album, all that kind of stuff. And if I keep this long enough, I'll match up all the videos together into one big video so y'all can see it. So what I'm going to try to do is, I'll let you guys watch the first minute or so of the video, switch, transition it back, give my response, switch it back, give you another minute, and so on and so forth. Because you guys get to hear the songs when I go to sing them anyway. So we're gonna try it this way. So here is the first minute of "Something Happened on the Way to Heaven."
Covey, yeah, it sounds a bit better, but we're still getting a lot of slack back off that wall. All right. I suppose there's not much we can do about it. And Phil, there's a bit too much horns in my monitors. Okay, we'll try one more time.
Yes, I know I let it play a little bit longer than I was supposed to. I'm trying to keep time with it. I know that's what I have my TV on there for, but I was just trying to keep track of it uh, via my screen. Okay, let's talk about the first minute of what we just saw. So, the beginning of this one starts with a dog just having a nice little dream sequence of the dog saving a lady from the train tracks, like a full blown Lassie moment, which I thought was pretty fucking funny. And then the dog starts to wake up, and then a couple of people leave the studio, leaves the door open, which allows the dog to get in there, and he starts to hear the commotion of the humans doing something. He doesn't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. And I like how they're showing it from the dog's perspective. Like of all things Phil Collins could have chose for a concept for a freaking music video, he chose that. Really? But I thought that was pretty cute and pretty interesting. And plus, you kind of see it from the dog's eyes, which it's everything from his view is black and white. Because okay, from what I understand, dogs don't have color in their eyesight. So I think it's cool how they're showing it from the dog's perspective. Alright, now they're starting to get into the song. Let's go back to it. nothing really happened there just in that minute or so. Um, all that really happened is the dog's roaming around. He finally gets to Phil, and the dog barks to get Phil's attention, and Phil's, comes down and pets him. But if you notice, Phil, the look on Phil's face is like, the hell is this dog doing here? Or maybe that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? What would your reaction be if you were in his shoes? Like, if you just saw a random dog just coming down like, hi, I'm a dog. Would you pet it? Would you freak out a little bit? Would you be like, the hell's going on? Well, that said, let's get back into it. Now that was funny. The dog is. I know it sounds like I'm kind of just giving a commentary about what's happening, which I kind of am, but I think it's kind of funny how the dog is just messing around in their little catering spot, messing with on the food, eating it, and then bouncing all over the place. And then the dog's like goes up the ladder like a little like he's moving fast. He's like moving like a mouse, and he goes up that stairwell, and then he goes up the onto the escalator or lift or whatever you want to call it, and then slowly he comes down. And what's funny about the whole thing is Phil is being a professional, singing the song, doing his thing, and then he's like, he's probably thinking to himself, what the fuck is going on here? Well, like for real, like what the fuck is this dog doing here? But Phil's still being a professional. He's still doing his thing. Yeah, the dog being a dog. I just think this whole concept of a dog running around uh, throughout the whole stage and everything is hilarious. All right, let's get back to the video. That was hilarious. I genuinely just sat there and chuckled. Like I'm not kidding. I just sat there and chuckled. Like, I haven't seen the video in a good hot minute. Typically, when I consume music, obviously I just listen to the song, or I'll look at the live performance or something like that. So I don't see the videos for a good long while unless I'm doing like a review. um, it genuinely made me freaking chuckle. Like, I kid you not, that genuinely made me laugh. I thought, was that the backup singer? I think that was one of the backup singers. And sorry, I just got a fresh new haircut. And I'm feeling it. Like, finally. Sorry, I'll start doing that. Um, and the poor dude, he's like, what the hell is this on my shoe? You know, if you could read his facial expression, what the hell is this on my shoe? And even Phil notices it, and he's like, oh no. And even the dog, you can tell that just the way the dog is moving, that he feels bad for what happened. Other than that, the dog must be a really good actor. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, that I know I'm doing this kind of minute by minute. I'm trying to figure out the right amount of footage to show, and then footage of me, trying to find the right balance, so that way YouTube doesn't give me any hell. But it was fun. Poor dog. Like he was like I said, he in the last few minutes it looked like he was laying there feeling bad, you know. Oh, I'm sorry I pooped on your shoe, but apparently he was just laying there listening to the music and he dozed off having a quick dream sequence. And how the hell are you gonna have a dog play on your keyboard or piano or whatever the world? But you know, I've seen kittens do that. You know, the cat back in the day. So I guess that's not too far fetched. Pun unintended, but that was funny. And then right at the last moment before I clicked off the video, the dog has the drumsticks in its mouth right by the drums. So enlighten me as to how a dog is gonna go ahead and play the drums. I don't, if a cat can play piano, I suppose a dog can play the drums. But I'm curious. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of these videos, so it's not all new. I kind of had an idea of the premise, but I don't remember every single detail. But I don't know what the fuck this dog is fixing to do with these drumsticks. Let's find out. Alright, let's talk about the last little bit of the video. I felt so bad. for Leland. That's the guitar player's name, Leland. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I forgot that the dog in question pees on Leland's leg. Never mind, I know this sounds bad. Never mind the last guy that got pooped on. Yeah, poor Leland, he got pee all over him and, pee all over his leg. But that was nice of Phil to grab the towel and, kind of wipe it off. And I like how the whole band was just like, what the hell is going on? But they were still having a grand old time. They were still playing the song. They were being professional. It's very, a lot of Phil's videos are very, very quirky. Very, very quirky. Uh, Especially, I would say between, trying to think of his videos right now. I would say between Hello, I Must Be Going, which is a more serious album. Uh, the second one. It had some quirky, funny videos like You Can't Hurry Love. I would say between that one and But Seriously, there was a few videos that were quirky, there was a few that were serious, and then we jump from both sides to Dance into the Light, which is very quirky, and then we jump to Testify, which is the follow-up of Dance into the Light. um, and I don't really remember. I remember two of the songs getting music videos for Testify, which was Can't Stop Loving You and Wake Up Call. And we will, of course, we will get through all those. And if YouTube allows me to continue to do this without copyright issues, I would love to do more. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is literally the last video I'm going to post for a while. Literally. I know I said I would take a hiatus. I'm going to honor that. This was just an idea. If this doesn't make it to YouTube, I promise I will put it on my Patreon so that way you guys can see it. Alright. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.